Mammography is one of the best screening tools to find breast cancer. Breast cancer may not be preventable, but you can survive it through early detection. If you're a mother or grandmother, sister or best friend,
aunt or cousin,
we encourage you to know your risk, make healthy lifestyle choices, and to know what's normal for your body.
Get screened, get your mammogram annually.
We did!
A home invasion in Blair leaves one man dead and the alleged attacker in hospital. The Minister of National Security responds. A house fire leaves a family of 9 homeless. Plus, the Prime Minister talks about the nation's Ebola plan. We've got those stories and more coming up tonight. I'm Dana Smith, and NB12 starts right now. Topping news tonight, a home invasion turned deadly this morning after a man was shot and killed while trying to protect his parents. The assailants, we understand, were men pretending to be police officers. Our Kyle Joaquin has a play-by-play from the victim's family who hailed him as a hero.
Today, Andre Cartwright is being described by family and friends as a hero. Just last night, he was gunned down after intruders kicked down their front door and made their way inside his home.
Thank the Lord that Andre stood up for what he believed in, that if anyone would come in the house, he would try to protect those that were in the house, and he did exactly that. And I guess we could say that we're alive because of him today. And if it wasn't for him, all of us probably been dead. We don't know.
Family members are now left to pick up the pieces of their life after intruders stormed in their home around 1:30 this morning, pretending to be the police and demanding that nobody move. In an attempt to protect his family, 44-year-old Andre Cartwright grabbed his licensed shotgun and warned intruders that he was armed. His cousin Nigel McCarty said he thought Andre was hallucinating. That is, until he heard his aunt shout that Andre had been shot.
He was lying on the bathroom floor, and in a space of about 3 to 4 minutes, he died. No, he was in such pain. He did not have time to talk about anything, just to concentrate on his injury, and he died right on the bathroom floor in my uncle's arms.
Now, this is the second doorway that the suspects would have kicked down. Andre, as we understand, was standing right here waiting on them. However, he was shot and left to die in the arms of his father in this bathroom.
He was in this side, on this side here waiting. I mean, he gave them a warning. Look, don't come in. Go back because they have a gun. I'm armed. Right. But I guess they thought he was bluffing. Because I hear that's what a lot of people say, they have weapons, but they don't have no weapon. So that's what they thought, he didn't have a weapon. But as they kicked the door down, then they found out that he was armed and catch that guy and most blow his insides out.
Police have since reported that the man escaped in a silver Honda Accord. However, shortly after, a female driver showed up at PMH with a man suffering from a gunshot wound to the chest. He was rushed into surgery and is listed in critical condition. That female was also taken into custody. Brian McCarty, Andre's cousin, said he doesn't own a gun, but if there's ever anyone bold enough to break into his home, there will be consequences.
When they come in your house, they belong to you. They are on your property. So do not hesitate to gun them down, and not to injure them, but to kill them. That's because they are no use to society. When they could come in your house and gun you down and kill you, innocent people. I don't know why they don't go and terrorize their own type and stop fooling with innocent people.
As we spoke with grieving family members, police were in the area conducting a walkabout. Inspector Kendall Smith of Kemp Road's Urban Renewal said this kind of activity is strange for Blair Estates.
This community is relatively a safe community, secure community, and this is an isolated situation. And so we are not alarmed in looking at it as something that is ongoing or something that occurs often in this community.
A family member told NB12 that in speaking with Andre's mother, she said she will never sleep in that house again. For his family and friends, they say all they have to hold on to now are memories of the Miami Dolphins fan with a gift for making people laugh.
He was a happy-go-lucky guy. He always made you laugh, and that is what we will remember him a lot.
He wouldn't have done anybody any harm, and this is really going to be tough, extremely tough, because he's going to be missed. This is going to be a void within the family.
Andre died saving his mom and dad. He's a hero.
Police are currently on the hunt for 18-year-old Kevin Andrews of Faith Avenue in connection with this matter. Reporting for NB12, I'm Kyle Joaquin.
Responding to reports of the home invasion, Dr. Bernard Nottage said the government is making the necessary adjustments to place more police officers in more areas of New Providence in a bid to reduce crime. Simone Davis has that story.
In reference to this morning's home invasion and the country's latest homicide, Nottage said home invasions are nothing new and the government has already been in the process of finding solutions to prevent such crimes.
Home invasions, as you know, are not new. What we are doing is providing the law enforcement officers, police, cars, etc., that are available should these matters be reported. It's really difficult for us to have vehicles and people in every street, but we can't do it in every street, etc. But we will review what has happened in this case and devise programs to deal with it.
The Minister of National Security says although the crime statistics do not show that crime is on the rise, he still thinks that there is too much crime and violence in the country.
The review of the statistics do not show that crime has increased, but there are violent crimes. There are too many violent crimes, and we are working every day to overcome it.
When asked if he remains confident in the government's efforts to lower crime, despite recent concerns of miscommunication between the Minister of State for National Security and the Commissioner of Police on the status of rape in the country, Nottage said the focus should not be on differences, but rather on finding solutions to the problems the country is faced with. He added that he still does not think the government needs to go back to the drawing board because the government is constantly searching for ways to reduce crime.
Well, I think that rather than focusing on differences, what we should focus on is a strategy to ensure that we get crime to an irreducible minimum. The government doesn't have to go back to the drawing board because we are always at the drawing board. We have our programs and plans, and we continue to monitor their success and make adjustments as necessary.
He said while it is unfortunate that crime is still a major issue for the Bahamas, he believes the government is capable of getting it under control in the near future. Reporting for NB12, I'm Simone Davis.
In other news, a family is looking for help after a fire destroyed its Golden Gates home on National Heroes Day. Doris Taylor lived in the house with her husband, their 4 kids, and their 3 grandchildren. They say they've lost everything in the blaze, which they believe was the result of arson.
That's where the fire started. This was another room here. That's where my husband, he normally keep his music, all his music stuff and everything. And then, yeah, that's his bass guitar right there. This is my father's room, my parents' room. Like when they come to Nassau, that's where that was their room, the bathroom right there. Well, the front room up further up to the front, up to the front. This was another room right here. That's where the baby crib was. And that's everything gone, everything destroyed. Everything gone. We couldn't save anything.
The blaze was sparked 2 weeks ago on National Heroes Day. The family was planning to celebrate the occasion with a family barbecue, but their holiday would turn out a lot differently. Doris Taylor said around 4 a.m. she smelled smoke, and soon after her daughter came running to her screaming, "Come, the room is on fire." Taylor said a mattress in one of the bedrooms was ablaze, with the flames quickly spreading. She said they tried to put it out with water, but to no avail. With the house rapidly filling with smoke, Taylor said she, her husband, their 4 children, and 3 young grandchildren tried to escape. She said they ran blindly to the front door, but it was locked and they didn't have the key. They instead had to escape out the side door with only the clothes on their backs. As fire officials arrived at the scene to assist, the family members stood in the road and watched as flames consumed the home they've lived in for their entire lives. Henry Bain, Doris Taylor's father, said he was in Andros when he got a call at 4 a.m. from his daughter that the house was on fire. Having owned the home since the 1970s, he said he was shocked and couldn't even comprehend what had happened.
I really can't explain it because at that time my head swelled and I was just out of it. I dropped the phone. I tell my wife, talk to whoever on the phone because what I hear I don't like. I can think nothing because it's gone. All my lifetime gone. That's all I had.
As for how the blaze was sparked, Taylor said it was intentional. She said around that time, someone her daughter knows had come by the house, but they didn't let him in. It was after that, Taylor believes, the man set fire to their home. According to Superintendent Walter Evans, officer in charge of fire services, the incident is still under active investigation. He told NB12 officials are still determining the facts surrounding the case, and once the investigation is finished, fire services will be able to pin down the circumstances surrounding the incident, such as whether the fire was intentionally set. Having lost everything, Taylor is now asking the public to assist in any way it can.
You know, we putting out to the public, I don't know anybody who can assist us and everything we need. At least we need our house up and running, clothes, food, anything that people can assist with, we'll appreciate it. Household stuff, everything.
You can contact Doris Taylor at phone number 556-5296. Although they've lost their home and their possessions, Taylor said above all, she's glad they didn't lose their lives.
It's really rough because we a family, we always together. You know, we don't like to, separate. And it's just crazy. We just, just coping and hoping that we can find something that we could be back together. But the main thing is, we thank God for our lives. 9 of us. My family could have been in search of, funeralizing 9 of us. But thank God, He kept us. We got out, victorious, and I thank God for that.
A disturbing video has been posted online showing a bee attack in Freeport. And police today report they are investigating a bee attack that left a 31-year-old South Bohemia man in hospital in stable condition. The video, posted on Facebook, shows a man lying on the ground surrounded by stinging bees. According to police reports, around 9 o'clock this morning, officers were called to an area on West Sunrise Highway where they found a man lying on the ground covered with bees. Personnel rendered assistance from other government agencies and from Budget Pest Control Company. The man was transported to the Rand Memorial Hospital for further medical assistance. Police on that island are advising the general public to be careful while traversing in the area of West Sunrise Highway and Santa Maria Drive, South Bohemia. Authorities say all efforts are being made to safeguard the area.